What's going on, beautiful people? It is I, your sister from another Mr. Thick Chick Vlogs, and girl. Of course, we're going to start this off with a question of the day. Question of the day is, if you caught your friend's husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, if you caught them cheating, and when I say caught them cheating, if you saw them out on a date with someone, just say for instance, you're out on a date with your boo thing, or you're out in the grocery store with your babies, or your hubby, or whoever, and you see your friends' mates, whether it be their man or their woman or their husband or their wife or whatever, if you see them out with another woman or another man, sitting in a restaurant, having a little dinner, or, you know, cruising around the mall together, would you let your friend know? Or do you keep it to yourself? Leave that down in the comment section below. Or how would you proceed with the whole situation? Let me know down in the comment section below. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get into the video. I have a few things that we're going to discuss. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible because I have a couple of things that I have to do today. But of course, I cannot continue this video without letting you guys know the things that transpired this weekend. As you guys know, I went to the Pearl River Resort down in Philadelphia, Mississippi. Me, the Juice Man, and my mom. And we had a very, very great time. And I did come back with some winnings. Your girl went down there and she racked up on some winnings down there. Bitch, I won $63. I ain't winning a whole lot of money. I won $63. But bitch, when I tell y'all, I'm not a gambler, okay? I went down there with $100. $100. And I said, I'm not spending no more than $100 motherfucking dollars. I don't give a fuck. You know how you get some people who go down there and be like, okay, I'm only gonna take $100. I ain't gonna spend no more. And they be sitting there putting their damn credit card in the damn ATM machine. Baby, bye. Like I said, I went down there with $100, and that was all that I'm gonna, all I was gonna spend down there. But next time, I think I'm gonna go back. I think I want to get on the blackjack table, because that blackjack table, it seemed like it was, you know, it was popping. So seemed like it was popping, so I might have to go down there and get on the blackjack table next time, because I was in it, because I kept hitting. I was hitting for low, you know, because I really wasn't betting that much. I was playing on like the motherfucking penny machine and shit, girl. But that's pretty good. I won $63 off the penny machine off of $1, so I felt pretty good, because when that shit popped up $63, I said, bam, I'm cashing out. So shout out to Pearl River Resorts, and bitch, we finna talk about that as well. Okay, me and the Juice Man was down there because we was they have like the machines down there where you can put your bills in to change them for, you know, smaller bills, like dollar bills, fives. If you got 100, you can change it for 20s or whatever. So we down there putting our money in the machine, getting change or whatever, and this guy behind us, he was one of our Caucasian brothers. Okay, maybe he felt privileged, I don't know. Okay, I'm not trying, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So me and the Juice Man, we putting our money in there, changing our bills or whatever. And this Negro back there, I'm talking about huffing and a puffing. Well, I'm talking about goddamn about to blow our motherfucking house down. So I'm looking like, damn, I showed hear somebody breathing mighty hard behind us, like they got an attitude or some shit, because we literally weren't even there 60 seconds, and he back there acting a motherfucking fool. And I'm like, bitch, it ain't just me here, it's me and the Juice Man, so I gotta put my motherfucking money in here, and he gotta put his in there. And the Juice Man talking about something. He's like, Ty, Juice Man calls me Ty. He said, Ty, just chill out. He's, because I ain't trying to whip that man ass up in him. I mean, that man was back there huffing and puffing, acting the damn, I'm talking about giving me the old evil eye and everything. Other than that, we had a great time. But that man right there was about to get his mother. He just didn't know, baby, you almost met your motherfucking maker that day. I started to square up on his ass, you know what I'm saying? He was old as fuck, but I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't let the Juice Man hit him because he was an old man. But I'll square up on his motherfucking ass. Hey, you put up your motherfucking dukes, okay? Put up your motherfucking dukes. I fight them between, I don't give a fuck, 8 to 80. You can be 8 or 80. I don't give a fuck, okay? Fuck with it. But also, since we on the motherfucking casino, let's talk about, I'm going to get into this video in a second, girl. We're going to talk about LA Hair. We're going to talk about Fear the Walking Dead and a couple of other motherfucking things, girl. This is just going to be a shit talking video. Y'all know how we do, okay? So, y'all know I haven't eaten fast food in a while. I try to cook all my food and all that good stuff. I've stayed away from the fast food. I be drinking my water, all that good shit. But because we were on the road traveling, hell, it was like, what, almost 3 hours away. About 2.5 hours away from where I live. Only about an hour and a half away from where my mom lives, because I had to pick up my mom first. So, we, you know, on the road, so we decided we wanted to stop off at McDonald's and pick up some breakfast because we left pretty early in the morning. So, we stopped at McDonald's. My mom ordered her egg and cheese biscuit. She wanted a light biscuit, egg and cheese. The juice man got him a sausage and cheese biscuit with order of hash browns and a sweet tea. I wanted a sausage and cheese bagel, and the bagel comes with like some kind of breakfast sauce stuff on it. Like it looks like hollandaise sauce or some shit. So I said I want a sausage and cheese bagel with extra breakfast sauce. Okay, I wanted extra sauce on it because they only put like a little dab, and I don't want no dry ass bagel. They was like, okay, cool. So we get up to the window because we went through the drive-thru. We get up to the window. My mom gets her food. The juice man gets his food, and I'm just sitting there waiting on mine. You know, 10 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by, and this motherfucker comes to the window. And he's like, the guy in the back asks if you want anything other than a bagel. And I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? You know, normally the way that you would ask someone if they want something different is you'd be like, okay, you come up to the window and you'd be like, you know, we ran out of bagels. I apologize for that. You know, my manager wanted to know if, you know, you would like to have anything else other than a bagel. If you ran out of bagels. That's the way that you ask someone if they want something different. You don't just walk up to the window and ask somebody, the man in the back, say you want anything else other than a bagel. I'm thinking to myself, I ordered a bagel, so naturally I want a fucking bagel. It's not like you told me that you didn't have any. You just asked me, is there anything else that I want other than a bagel? So, of course, I'm not trying to give him too much. I'm like, no. Like, I ordered a bagel, you know. You didn't tell me you didn't have any, so I'm like, no, I want a bagel. So, I sit there for another 5-6 minutes. At this time, I'm pissed, okay? Because we've been sitting in this line damn near 15 minutes. My mom and the juice man are damn near KO'd they motherfucking biscuit. I'm sitting in that motherfucking mouth, watering like a motherfucker because I'm hungry. I hadn't eaten since the night before. So 5-10 minutes, well, damn near 5-10 minutes more pass on. Normally they tell you to pull up to the little line above so, you know, the other cars behind you can go. They didn't do that. So I'm still sitting at the window. He comes back. He hands me my bag. Let me tell y'all something about this motherfucker bag when he handed it to me. When he handed it to me, baby, it reeked of onions. I'm talking about it smelled like somebody, baby. I'm talking about it smelled like a field of fucking onions. So I already knew some shit was off kilter, okay? So of course I always check my shit before I move away from the window anyway. I learned that a long time ago, way from back in the back there when they used to fuck up my shit. So I opens up my motherfucking bag. Mind you, remember I said I ordered a sausage and cheese biscuit with extra breakfast sauce. That is exactly what I ordered. Guess what was in my fucking bag? Remember he came to the window and asked me if I wanted anything else other than a bagel, okay? He didn't tell me wasn't no bagels. So I open up my bag. Guess what's in the bag? Guess what's in the bag, family? This Negro I had a bagel. Guess what the motherfucker had put on the bagel? He had put a thick ass hamburger. I know what a fucking hamburger looks like. He put a fucking hamburger on my bagel with 2 slices of cheese and some grilled onions. I have never in my fucking, and I know what a burger looks like. He was like, no, that's a piece of steak. I was like, sir, this is the same fucking meat that comes on that fucking, the new burger y'all got. I buy for the juice man all the time. I said, I know what this fucking patty looks like, dude. This fucking shit this fucking thick. And I'm like, if this is steak, y'all need to reevaluate your fucking establishment, okay? I'm like, clearly, you asked me twice what I ordered. I said a sausage and cheese bagel with extra breakfast sauce. And you bring me a fucking hamburger on my bagel with 2 slices of cheese on it with some onions. And I'm sitting there like, dude, are you fucking serious right now? Okay? I knew some shit was off when you came to the window the first time and asked me if there's anything else that I wanted other than a bagel. Then you bring me this fuck shit. And what it was, you thought I wasn't finna check my fucking bag. That's what you thought. But you thought wrong. You thought wrong. So of course he's gonna talk about something. The sausage was froze. Okay, so the sausage was frozen. So instead of you putting some goddamn sausage on the thing and it's breakfast time. So how the fuck you gonna tell me you ain't got no fucking sausage for breakfast time? So instead of you telling me, okay man, we ain't got no sausage or we ain't got no bagels or you gonna have to get something else, you gonna sit there and put me a fucking hamburger patty on a fucking bagel and basically tell me hot dog kiss ass get the fuck on? No sir. They gonna talk about, well, all I can do is remake it to give you your money back. I said give me my money back. I wasn't cussing her name because my mom in the car and I don't disrespect my mom like that by cussing in front of her. I said what I need you to do, I need you to run me my money. Okay, run me my money and run me a phone number so I can call and let your managerial people know how the fuck you acting up in this establishment on this Saturday morning is what I need you to do. I need you to run me some type of a phone number. But I said, because my thing is this. I'm sitting here being respectful as fuck. I've been sitting in this fucking window for damn near 20 minutes. And you gonna sit there, ask me if I wanted something different when I told you no, you gonna bring me some bullshit? You gonna bring me a fucking burger with some fucking onions on it for breakfast, nigga, instead of just telling me, okay, we ain't got no more bagels. So you that fucking coward that you just can't tell me y'all ain't got no more bagels, so you gonna bring me a fucking burger with onions for breakfast on a fucking bagel. Seriously, and nigga, the shit reeks so fucking bad. I don't even know how you thought I wasn't gonna pick up on that shit. And then when I told you I told him I wanted my money back, he gonna have the nerve to tell me to pull up. So I've been sitting at this window for 20 minutes and you think I'm gonna pull up to go and get my money? Okay, wait on it. You need to run me my change. And what you need to do is run me a phone number so I can call and report your motherfucking ass, which I did. I told her, I said, I don't want to get anybody fired. I said, I just want to make you aware of some stuff that went on at this particular location. I told her the location and I told her what the fuck he did. I said, now she was like, do you want, she said, oh my God, I'm so sorry that happened to you. She was like, and he was a manager. I said, I don't know what he was. I said, well, he appeared to be a manager because everybody else had on black and he had on green. So naturally, if somebody got on a different color than everybody else, I'm going to assume that there's some type of a supervisor, okay? So she was like, oh my gosh, she was like, I'm definitely going to be calling that store and, you know, telling the managers or whatever. And she was like, do you want them to give you a phone call? I was like, no, you don't need to tell them give me a phone call. I don't care. I just wanted to make you guys aware of what the fuck popped off at this location. That was just utterly, just ridiculous. And he was giving me all kinds of like, nigga, I'm like, you acting like I did something to you. I'm sitting there trying to talk nice to you and you basically like, well, all I can do is remake it and give you your money back. Well, bitch, you run me my money, bitch. Whew, I'm sorry. But other than that, I'm sorry. Fix my motherfucking shit. Get me all out of character. But like I said, we had a good time this weekend. I won me a couple of few dollars. And now I'm back, all that good shit. So let's go ahead and review this situation right here. So this weekend I was so excited for Fear the Walking Dead. In case you guys don't know, Fear the Walking Dead came on Sunday. And I'm going to be 100% brutally honest with you guys. I was not excited when I got done watching that episode. It just didn't, it didn't grab me like The Walking Dead did. I understand that it was the very, very first episode and we gotta keep watching it because the first episode of The Walking Dead, it was good as fuck to me. You know, it was good. You know, it had a great plot. But for some reason, Fear the Walking Dead just didn't grab me like The Walking Dead did. It was a little dry to me. So let's go ahead and I'm going to give you a little bit of a synopsis. A little bit. It's not going to be a full detailed description of the show or anything like that. I'm going to try to remember as much as I can because I did not write down any notes on this particular show. But it started out with this guy. His name is Nick. He's a young guy. He's is he in his 20s or teens or something? I think he's in his 20s. He's very, very young. And he's in this church. It's like a junkie church where the junkies go to smoke pot, shoot up drugs, heroin, all this type of shit, snort they coke and all that type of shit. So he's in there and he's in there with some chick named Gloria. Gloria is apparently the chick who was in there, doing the dope with him or whatever before he passed the fuck out from, the motherfucking coma or whatever after he done shot up or whatever the fuck he did. So he's calling Gloria's name and he goes looking around for Gloria or whatever. And Gloria's over there, behind a little wall eating a motherfucker face off. So naturally when Gloria turned around, she was, zombified and all this type of shit. So he breaks off the running, breaks off the running. When he breaks off the running, he runs out of the church, runs into the street. He ends up getting hit by a car. Okay, he got hit by a car. And I'm thinking it's going to be like some deserted ass town or some shit like that. It was like, a regular town. It was buses running, it was cars, all types of stuff. So it was just a regular town, people, going on about their day. Everything is normal. So he ends up getting hit by this car. They take him to the hospital. He's pretty boogled up and shit. Of course, they got him strapped to the bed because his mom came there. She's like, okay, we need to send him to the rehab, all this type of shit, because he been in there smoking drugs. He done told the police, goddamn, what he saw. And of course, they thinking he fucking hallucinating. They thinking it's the drugs and all this type of shit. So they think the motherfucker crazy. They don't really think that it was no damn zombie in this in the store in this church or whatever. They thinking it was the goddamn drugs fucking with him. Let me give me a sip of my water, okay? Bitch is a little parched right now. So they're thinking is, you know, it's his fucking mind fucking with him or whatever. So he also has a stepdad. His mom is dating this new guy, stepdad or whatever, and the mom works at this school. So the mom has to go to work, so the stepdad decides that he's gonna stay behind and, you know, watch him and all this type of shit. So he's telling his stepdad about it, and his stepdad's like, okay, you know, I believe you. So he tells his stepdad where it is, and his stepdad goes there himself. Stepdad goes there, he sees all the blood and all this type of shit, and his stepdad believes him because he didn't see a lot of crazy ass shit in there too. He didn't see a walker or nothing, but the stepdad believes, you know, that he's not crazy. He believes that he really did see this shit. So like I said, the mom works at a school. She's at this school, and you know, one of her students or whatever, he ends up walking through the metal detector, and he has a knife in his pocket, and she asks him, you know, what you got a knife for? And he basically telling her, you know, she thought he was getting bullied or whatever, and he's like, no, we need to stick together. I need this motherfucking knife. If some shit ain't going right, you know, he know what the fuck popping off. But of course, she's thinking, you know, like, you need to calm down, just go to class or whatever. He knows some shit popping off, but of course, don't nobody else know what's going on at this particular point in time. People think this shit that's cool and kosher. They don't know nothing about no zombies or nothing like that. Okay. So, let's see what else I want to talk about. So, okay. The Nick in the hospital, okay. His roommate ends up cold blueing. So, Nick ends up getting himself loose. The nurse got one of his arms loose because she wanted him to shit in a pan. He ends up getting his other arm loose, and he ends up breaking out of the hospital, all this type of shit. He breaks out of the hospital. He goes to meet with his dope dealer, and he's asking his dope dealer if he gave him any type of laced dope or whatever, because he want to know if he was fucking hallucinating, or if he want to know if it was the drugs. Or not hallucinate. He wants to know if it was some shit that actually happened, or if it was the drugs. So the dude's like, no, I ain't have shit to do with that. Now, mind you, his dope dealer is his girlfriend, his sister's boyfriend. Bitch, this shit is all kind of confusing. The dope dealer is Nick's sister's boyfriend, okay? So the boy like, hell no, I ain't give you shit, lace, none of that. What the fuck you trying to say I'm doing? You know, he basically telling the nigga, you got me fucked up. So they end up going to this deserted little parking lot situation. I don't remember what the fuck they went there for. All I know is they end up tussling. I think because Nick was continuing to ask him if he gave him some laced up weed or some shit. He thought the dope dealer thought Nick was gonna end up telling that he was selling him the dope. So they end up tussling with the gun. Nick ends up shooting the boy. The boy ends up dying. Okay. So of course Nick calls his mom. He's like, I shot such and such. And she's like, no, you didn't. He's not dead. Such and such, such and such. So Nick was like, okay, I'll take you to him. Took him to where he shot the boy at. The boy is gone. Okay, the boy is gone. They're like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Nick's like, he was here. I promise you, he was here. So they ends up backing up like, okay, we gonna call the boy and see where he is. So they ends up backing up down this fucking tunnel. The dude is like staggering through the fucking tunnel, and the shit was just dumb. The boy was staggering through the fucking tunnel and shit, and they get out the car. They was like, what's going on? Motherfucker, I told you I shot the fucking boy. So why the fuck are you getting out of your car trying to talk to a motherfucker who got this big ass bullet wound in him, blood all over his fucking shirt, looking like this? Slob coming out his mouth for real. So of course the thing was finna bite Nick's mom, but Nick got in the truck and ran over before he got a chance to do it. They end up letting everybody out of the school. It was some shit that was going on down the road, and goddamn people had I guess they were starting to get sick, and they were starting to turn and shit. The police was shooting them. They wouldn't die. Y'all, it was crazy as fuck. They ended up letting everybody out of school. It was just dumb. The first episode was stupid as fuck to me. I hope the next couple of episodes are better. I wasn't feeling the first episode. Maybe y'all were. Y'all let me know down in the comment section below if you watched Fear the Walking Dead, and if you liked it or not. I'm gonna keep watching it because I just love The Walking Dead. Now, The Walking Dead is my shit. Nothing will compare to The Walking Dead, period. Nothing. Absolutely nothing will compare to The Walking Dead. But, you know, I guess Fear the Walking Dead will be something that, you know, it's filler episodes of shit for us to, you know, be able to get our fix a little bit until The Walking Dead comes back. I don't know. I'm just not feeling this shit, girl. Maybe, like I said, as the weeks continue, maybe I'll start to get into it more. But right now, it's just not the business, at least not for me. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that situation right there. Fear the Walking Dead, I give it a, I don't know, what the hell I give it. So I don't know. What would I give the Fear of Walking Dead? I guess I give it a 5 out of 10. I'm just not feeling this very, very first episode. I'm just not. Since we are on show reviews and things, let's go ahead and get into LA Hair. And I do have my notes in here because y'all already know if I don't have my notes, bitch, I will talk to y'all for 45 fucking hours, and we ain't got that kind of time. I know I don't. I know you don't. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into LA Hair season 4 episodes 3 and 4 because I am a little bit behind. So bitch, this probably take 20 minutes because I'm gonna be talking a little bit of shit in between here, but I'm gonna try. Bitch, hold on, let's do a little thing where I'm gonna try to keep this shit under 15 minutes right here. Let's go ahead and get into it, girl. So of course Kim shows up, and she's basically like, okay, asking Naja what the fuck she's doing there, basically. And of course she got this big ass wall in her fucking shop. And I thought Naja, I don't know about y'all, but I thought Naja had got fired, but she actually quit. Because if you guys remember last season when she got into the fight with Lisa, I forgot that she actually went in the back and she talked to Leah, and she was like, okay, I don't know if I can do this anymore. She actually just walked out of the shop. So I forgot about that. So it kind of is kind of fucked up that Leah bought her back. Because my thing is, if you fucking quit, it's a little bit different than you just, you know, getting fired or something like that. Because, you know, like Kim told her, she was like, I don't appreciate the way that you just left out. She was like, you abandoned me. And she said, I didn't do anything to you. She said, I didn't do shit to you. She's like, it was your mouth that got you in trouble, which it was. Naja, you know, she's cool and shit, but Naja does talk a whole lot of shit. She got a very, very big ass mouth, but she needs to put a clamp on that shit before somebody really fuck her ass up. I mean, I understand that you just, the way that you are, you know, you gotta to thine own self be true, I understand, but you gonna fuck up and you gonna get into the wrong person's face and they gonna KO your ass, and you gonna be out cold for a long motherfucking time. So you need to bring that shit that you got up there at a 10, bring that shit down to a 2 or 3, okay? Because you be doing a little bit too much, Naja, okay? So like I said, Kim is pissed that Leah bought her back, but of course Leah is telling her, well, I asked you, you know, for your opinion, all this stuff, and you just basically told me to handle it. But I think Leah knew that Kim probably wouldn't have wanted Naja back in the shop, but she ended up getting her back anyway. But Naja motherfucking ass, she keep on with this motherfucking shit that she doing right now. She gotta go because she doing a little bit too much with this mouth and shit like that. So Kim meets up. You know, she's going to be meeting up with Jonathan at Bobby Boss. If you guys don't know what Bobby Boss is, that is this big time hair company or whatever. And I could have swore I saw Claire hair on the wall. Did I see Claire hair on the wall? Is Bobby Boss a part of Claire hair? I don't know. Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe I was looking a little bit too hard at the fucking wall. I don't know. But of course, Jonathan is late. So Kim is just talking to the owner of Bobby Boss, and they're walking around. She's looking at a couple of different wigs and things like that, waiting on Jonathan. So she's calling him on the phone, leaving several fucking messages. He ain't answering his phone or nothing, but so he's fucking late, which is very, very unprofessional, especially when you're dealing with, you know, that high of a clientele, when you got somebody who's showing you around, things like that. And for you to have a person who's late, that's very, very, very unprofessional. So I thought that was very, very tacky of him, especially starting out. You know, we trying to go into business together and things like that, and you already starting out fucking up. So Jonathan, you know, that's strike one for your ass right there. So okay, back at the shop, Naja still talking shit after Leah basically told her, okay, look, you know, Naja, in case I forgot to mention this, of course she gonna sit there and tell Kim that she was trying to upgrade her shop by putting this fucking wall in there. Like I said, her fucking mouth is gonna get her in all kinds of trouble. My thing is, I don't need you to upgrade a motherfucking thing of mine, bitch. I'm Kim motherfucking Kimball, bitch. I don't need you to upgrade nothing for me, boo. I've been doing fine since before you came here, and I'm gonna do fine when your motherfucking ass leaves. So she was reaching right there. So of course, Leah basically tells her, no, look. You just need to do what the fuck you need to do. Basically do what Kim tells you to do. Get your shit about this shop. And she was like, I get it out for now. Like, bitch, you acting like you own some shit. Ooh. Naja's getting on my fucking nerves. I used to like her. She's just starting to aggravate the fuck out of me now. So she's back there and she's basically telling everybody, I'm going to play the game and all this stuff. Basically just demeaning Kim, like fuck what Kim got to say. And that's one of the things that Kim need to do. She need to put her fucking foot down, because those folks, they running over her. For real. They running over her like it ain't nobody fucking business. So she need to put her foot down on that. I don't know if they doing it. Of course, I'm pretty sure they doing it for the show. But that shit is just a little bit too disrespectful right now when it comes to you dealing with a business owner and they're working for you. I'm not saying that you got to kiss her ass, but at the same time, you're not just finna come in my establishment just be fucking disrespecting me. And number one, you ain't even supposed to fucking be here for real. So The Goshay is in there, girl. I just had to bring this up. Goshay is in there. She's doing some chick's hair. She has this very, very beautiful curly hair. And Goshay's talking about she gonna put a perm in the girl. The girl's like, okay, I don't want no perm. No, she was like, girl, she was like, you need a perm. Goshay she another one that's getting on my motherfucking nerves. For real. Goshay need to carry her ass back to Atlanta. But apparently she ain't going nowhere no time soon. And I'm explaining to y'all about that situation. And when bitch, I thought you was just here to do a little bit of training to see if you're gonna be the manager for the Kim Campbell Studios down there in Atlanta. I didn't know you was gonna be staying. You know what I'm saying? That bitch is on every motherfucking reality show apparently. But she's already getting on my fucking nerves. And she just came. This is like this is just like the third fucking episode. And she already getting on my nerves, girl. That's bad. So, of course, then we go back to Bobby Boss. Of course, you know, the lady tells Kim, okay, we're about to close. So, you know, maybe we can do this at another time. And Kim basically apologizes to her and all this stuff. So she's walking out of the shop. And of course, here comes Jonathan pulling up, driving all fucking crazy. And like I said, this shit is getting a little bit too scripted for me, girl. Of course, I understand that they got to do a little bit of scripting up and around, up and through that. But this shit is getting a little bit too scripted. It was just perfectly timed that when Kim was walking out of the place after the lady told her they was closing, then all of a sudden Jonathan gonna pull up, fucking driving like a bat out of motherfucking hell. Baby, y'all need to go do something else with that shit right there, because that was a little bit too scripted for me. So of course he gets out of the fucking car and tells her he's sorry and all this stuff. And she was like, that's very unprofessional for you to you know. She was like, I have shit to do too. I understand that you're a busy man, but she was like, you acting like I don't have anything to do. You know, I came out here to meet you. We were going to be, you know, looking around at wigs and things like that to show how things go and all this stuff. She was like, basically, you just said, fuck it, she ain't got shit to do. And he was like, so do you want me to be on time or do you want to be rich? Like, I mean, Jonathan is just, I couldn't work with nobody like that. I understand that he's a big time person. He probably can get her a lot of, you know, high clientele, you know, high people. But at the same time, I just couldn't deal with nobody like that. I can't deal with nobody who feels like they just above and beyond every fucking thing known to man. I couldn't fucking deal with nobody like that. But of course, you know, she forgives them and all this type of stuff. And they decided they gonna, you know, he gonna take her to lunch or some shit like that. But I couldn't do business with nobody like that. Okay. So back at the shop, Dante shows up, and you remember last episode from those fucking flowers. We didn't know who those flowers came from. Dante is the one who sent Kim those flowers, of course. But he didn't know what type of bouquet they was going to be sending Kim. He was like, them some ugly ass flowers, which they are kind of, you know, they kind of look kind of weird and shit. You know, if you're going to send me some goddamn makeup flowers, send me some different shit. Send me some pink and blue goddamn roses and some shit like that. You know, some off the top shit. He was like, why they send her them funeral flowers and shit? But he's the one who sent her the flowers. But of course, she's not at the shop for him to talk to her because she's, you know, at this little quote-unquote meeting with Jonathan. But of course, Jonathan showed up later and they didn't get a chance to, you know, view the shop or whatever. Okay, so China is starting shit like I said, I like China, but she's starting shit. I think eventually her and Naja are gonna end up getting into a fight. So she basically says, since, you know, Naja still got her wall up in the shop, even though Kim told her to get it out before she came back. She told her to get her wall out of the shop before she came back. But of course, China's like, well, if she can have her, you know, shit up in here, we need to have, you know, decorate our stations as well. So they just conveniently got this fucking basket of shit from the back room that got all this fucking, you know, feathery shit that they just throwing all over their stations and stuff, drawing on the mirrors, all this old weird ass shit on the mirrors, just being childish as fuck, okay? Just fucking up this girl's shop, even though, you know, it can be cleaned up, but still, that's very, very unprofessional, very, very childish shit that they was doing. And of course, Goshay in on everybody in on it except Terry. So next thing you know, Kim walks in the shop with Jonathan, and she's pissed, and I would have been too. Not only are y'all just being childish as fuck, not only is Naja shit still in here, but y'all sitting there being childish as fuck, throwing all this feathery shit all up over my mirrors, writing on my mirrors, and all this type of shit, just being extremely childish, which was very unprofessional, especially when you got, you know, my future business partner walking into the shop and y'all in here acting a motherfucking fool, okay? So of course she goes to the back. She sends Jonathan to the back and she's telling him basically how she feels like she's been disrespected, which I agree with her. I feel like that was very, very disrespectful of them to do, to sit there and just basically disrespect her shop that way. So she sends Jonathan back there and, you know, she tells him to clean up her shop and all this stuff. She tells Terry that she's happy that he didn't even participate in that childish ass shit. So she gets back to the back and Jonathan's like, you know, if that was my shop, they would have had 5 minutes to have all this shit and be gone, which probably me too. I mean, I understand it's a show, but at the same time, they just being a little bit too extra. And she's like, you know, if they don't change, basically, I'm gonna have to get me a whole new staff. And of course, Jonathan like, well, I can help you with that, of course. But they end up cleaning it up and all this stuff, and yeah. So that's what happens with that. But well, I'm gonna get into that the other part in a second. So, Kim is styling Leela James. So she goes to style Leela James. She curls her hair real cute and all this type of stuff. And that's the person that she's styling for the week, Leela James. So back at the salon, Leah walks in with her mom. They had went out to lunch, and she comes back in, and of course, Leah is like livid. She is fucking livid. I'm talking about, she's like cursing. She was like, I said, shut the fuck up, motherfucker this, motherfucker that. She throwing off all type of F-bomb. I mean, she is pissed because Kim is mad at her for bringing Naja back, and she feels like Naja having this fucking wall up in there is what enticed them to do all this dumb ass shit, even though these are grown ass fucking people. So Leah is fucking pissed. They end up cleaning all the shit up and all that type of stuff. So it was a hot shitty ass mess, that whole little situation right there. But they end up cleaning it up, and that was that. So, Kim is at the boxing ring. You know, she's exercising and shit, doing her boxing situation, and Dante shows up because, you know, he, you know, I guess went to the shop and they told her, well, she's, you know, at the gym at the boxing thing. So he shows up out there, and she's, you know, throwing blows on him and shit. And, you know, he basically asked her, can he come back to the shop? And she was like, why should I let you back into the shop? He was like, well, I'll come back for free. So she agreed to let him come back and work for free as like a trial run or whatever. So remember I told you that Goshay said that she was looking for an apartment. So Goshay is looking for an apartment. Of course, at the end of the show, she goes to his apartment. She's knocking on the door, rings the doorbell, and guess who opens up the fucking door? Angela. And she was like, hey girl, of course, scripted down a motherfucker, okay? So, like I said, Goshay is looking for an apartment. She ends up going to look for apartments and shit, and she ends up at Angela's apartment, and she's looking around Angela's apartment. She's apparently supposed to be Angela's future roommate, and of course, the episode goes off. So let's go ahead and get into the next episode, which is Wigs in the Wind. Like I told you, I'm trying to keep this shit under 15 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but we're gonna try. But probably because this episode right here was really just blah. But we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So Goshay is at Angela's apartment and shit, and she's basically like, well, I want, you know, I need a roommate and shit like that. You know, I really ain't want to get nobody who I didn't know, which you don't know fucking Goshay, okay? You don't know her from a can of fucking paint. You had just met her in the last episode, so kind of peculiar to me. Of course, this shit is scripted down a motherfucker. She's not going to be living with Angela. She's just probably going to be staying there for the duration of the show and just have a few little prop shit there. But she's not going to be living there. Hell, Angela probably don't even live in the fucking apartment, girl. But yeah, Goshay is supposed to be being Angela's roommate, and Goshay's basically telling her, okay, you can be my roommate, but I'm not going to be coming back telling you, you know, all the business that's going on in the shop. I don't do stuff like that. You know, we're going to be roommates. We're just going to be roommates, and that's going to be that. I'm not going to be coming back telling you all the business that's going on because, you know, it's not your business to know what's going on in the shop. Even though Angela wants some tea, girl. She had already asked her for some tea at the hair show. So I already know that's going to be some shit right there. But I don't think Goshay and Angela are going to get along too well anyway. But we're going to keep an eye out on that. So Jonathan ends up sending Kim this big ass box. And inside this box is a chair. And Kim is mad as fuck because she feels like, you know, Jonathan is basically disrespecting her, basically trying to say that he don't like her decor, basically saying that she need to upgrade her fucking decor. He sent her one fucking like brown ass chair. I really don't think it was necessarily disrespectful, but it was nothing that matched anything that she had in her shop. So it was kind of weird that she would send me a brown ass chair and I ain't got shit in my shop that's brown. So it was a little bit odd, but she felt like he was disrespecting her, basically telling her that she need to upgrade her shop, and she told him he needed to come pick up his fucking chair because she didn't want it. She said, if you're gonna try to apologize to me for being late to our meeting, she said, hell, most people send some flowers, some shit like this. She said, you gonna send me a fucking chair? So she felt a little, you know, some type of way about that. So, but he told her he's sorry for doing that. He wasn't trying to disrespect her, you know, decor or anything like that. He was just trying to do a nice gesture and send her a gift, which was that chair. Okay, so this episode, Kim is styling Zendaya. If you guys don't know who Zendaya is the chick, if I remember correctly, she's the one who was supposed to be playing Aaliyah in that, you know, bullshit ass movie that Wendell Williams did. So yeah, she's styling Zendaya. Zendaya is a very, very beautiful girl, and she has Dante helping her out, styling Zendaya for a photo shoot. So that's who is the celebrity style, celebrity person that she's styling for this week. So Kim come back to the shop and she tells everybody that she wants them to go on, like she wants them to bond as a team and all this type of stuff. She says she's gonna take them on a trip. So of course they thinking, okay, we finna go on some type of spa vacation, we finna go to Europe, all this type of shit. She says no, dress in active wear. Okay, so they're like, okay, cool, what is active wear, acting all dumb and shit. So the next day when they come to the shop, the next morning they're supposed to be in active wear. Goshay brings her motherfucking ass in there in this fucking Ronald McDonald red ass wig she got on, this fucking skirt set with the the little crop top and some fucking heels, which how the fuck is that sportswear? The only people that had on sportswear was Naja. Pretty much everybody else had on sportswear except for Goshay. She was doing the fucking most, which she of course, you the new motherfucker. I guess she feel like she just gotta do the most. So she was looking all kinds of out of fucking order. And then Kim walking there looking like motherfucking commando. I'm talking about she got on her fucking armor fatigue. She got on her damn leather jacket, got her hair braided back. She looking like a straight up bush queen for real. She was cute as hell, but she was looking like a straight up bush queen. I'm just saying. So she tells them, okay, let's go on outside and get in our ride. And they get in a fucking camper. That's what they ride in. They ride into a camper and they end up going to this fucking wilderness type shit where they supposed to be doing shit out in the woods and all this type of shit. Just weird as fuck. So they basically supposed to be out there bonding and doing all this type of stuff. And it's just, from their forth, it's just boring as fuck. But let me tell y'all something that happened. They basically walking on this like tightrope shit where they're supposed to be doing like the, the trust thing where, okay, this person's supposed to be walking on the rope and everybody else supposed to be standing on the other side of the rope to make sure the person don't fall. It's supposed to be like a trust thing. But Naja, she's, feeling some type of way. She don't really want to, none of them want to listen. They sitting there talking over the guy, the man who's trying to tell them what to do, instruct them or what to do, and they talking all over the man and shit like that. So Kim gets frustrated and she's walking all off, yelling, screaming, saying, I'm tired of y'all, all this stuff. And Naja's like, I need me a granola bar. I need a granola bar. And then Goshay screams out, what you need, and you don't need no granola bar. What you need is some weight loss tea. And I'm thinking to myself, number one, bitch, you don't even know me. That's what's wrong with motherfuckers like that. See, my thing is this. I can see if you knew me like that to sit there and throw a little fat joke and shit. But bitch, you don't even know me to be talking about her granola bar. What you need is some weight loss. See, now see, that's grounds right there for you to get your motherfucking nose caved in. You know what I'm saying? Get your motherfucking nose reconstructed. That's some motherfucking shit right there that I don't fucking like. That's one of the reasons why these new motherfuckers that be coming on the show, I understand that you gotta sit there and you gotta be aggressive and shit to try to get, people to want to keep you on the show. But motherfucker, you doing a little bit too fucking much, Goshay. And you starting to annoy the fuck out of me. A lot of y'all annoying the fuck out of me. Everybody except Anthony and Terry is annoying the fuck out of me. And Dante, he cool too. But everybody else just annoying the fuck out of me right now. So of course, Naja walks out because she's in like this anger management shit, and they told her, if you feel like you're in a situation where you're gonna be acting stupid, what you need to do, you need to remove yourself from the situation and do a little woo-saw situation. So she ends up basically going off to her own, and Kim ends up sitting down talking to her. She basically tells Kim, I gotta leave because I feel like I was always told in my anger management situation, if I feel like that I'm in a situation where I'm gonna do something that I don't need to be doing, I need to remove myself from the situation. So she ends up leaving the camp that they're in. So Naja ends up going home because she, I felt like she should have went home anyway because I ain't no way in the fuck I could have been around Goshay all night without busting her motherfucking face. That's what I would have did. So of course, she was a little bit aggravated with the heat and the bugs and shit like that. So Naja went home, and I do not blame her. Okay, so Jasmine, which is, Kim and Leah's mom, she's back at the shop. She's putting up surveillance cameras so she can spy on the styles and shit like that. And Jonathan ends up coming, to the shop while they are, away at the little, OK Corral shit, the shit that they doing, the bond and shit. But when he comes in, the receptionist girl, she's back there doing the laundry, and Jasmine is somewhere where, don't nobody know he's in the shop. So he's basically, looking around to try to find somebody. And then all of a sudden, of course, Jasmine has sent Kim the link to, to watch the where she could watch the camera on her phone. And of course, conveniently, she ends up clicking on the link when Jonathan's walking around in there basically looking for somebody to, I guess, ask them where Kim was, and she sees Jonathan walking around in her shop, so she feels like he's in there fucking snooping. So of course that's where it went off. I mean, like I said, the shit just scripted than a motherfucker, but it's, you know, out LA hair is cool. It's cool. So I'm excited to see what's gonna be popping off in the next episode, of course, with Goshay and this whole Angela situation. What's going on with Naja? Did she quit? Or, you know, did she just fucking leave the camp that they was in? I don't know. Like I said, it's a little bit too much. Jonathan, I guess he had to, you know, come on this season, add a little bit of spice into the situation. So yeah, but shout out to Jonathan and all the other people that are on the show, girl, because like I said, shit like that just getting on my fucking nerves. A couple other things that I wanted to talk about really quickly. Let's see. I think congrats are in order for Russell Wilson and Sierra. I think it has been rumored that they have applied for a marriage license. If they have, congratulations to them. A lot of people are saying it's too early. My thing is the same people that are saying it's too early for them to get married are the same motherfuckers who, you know, motherfucker, you got 1,000 kids by a nigga who ain't put a ring on your motherfucking finger. Like I said, sweep around your own front. Don't stop worrying about other people, okay? If she wanted to goddamn be with Russell Wilson for 20 years and not marry him, that's her fucking business. If she want to be with him for 2 months and marry him, that's her fucking business. Mind your business. But I feel like he's a good guy for her. So it's not like he's a motherfucking scrub or some shit. The man is a good dude, okay? Mind your business. Is you salty? Okay? Is you fucking salty? So if they did apply for a marriage license, congratulations to Russell Wilson and Sierra on their engagement, if that is true. Also, shout out to Drake, girl. I don't know if y'all saw this shit. Him and Serena Wilson are dating. Yes, they are. Because he has been at several of her tennis matches. And, of course, people were assuming that they were dating. But TMZ be on that shit. Because, of course, TMZ got a photo of Serena and Drake lip-locking at some type of dinner situation. And people like, motherfucker, he winning like a motherfucker, okay? Not only is Serena Williams gorgeous, you know, of course she got that beautiful ass body and shit, and she filthy fucking rich, and she a fucking athlete. She can play the hell out of some fucking tennis, and plus he just, you know, fucking embarrassed the shit out of Meek Mill in this back-to-back this. So of course Drake is winning, and he's continuing to win. So shout out to Drake. And Serena Wilson is, I keep calling her Serena Wilson. Why do I keep doing that shit? Serena Williams. So shout out to them. And I think that is all that I have to talk about, you guys. I need to get on with my day. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up. Head on over to Facebook and add me as a friend. And I will talk to you guys. Well, hit the like button because it ain't no friend. Hit the like button and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.